It's been a while since I've recorded, and I'm probably not even gonna post this because I'm literally in a bonnet, and I think that is like so ghetto. Am I in the comfort of my own home? Yes, and I know I've been on YouTube before in a bonnet, but not on my trading page. So this morning, I am looking at MNQ. Gold has cooked so many combines that I've had that I'm like literally done with gold right now. Um, yeah, so shout out to those of y'all who can do gold, but right now, gold and I are like not friends. So I'm gonna screen record my iPad, so y'all can just see what I'm looking. My bias that I initially had was completely broke. So we did end up going bearish. I had a bullish bias, but I also did tell myself that we were at a level of resistance as well. So I was like, okay, it's a huge possibility that we don't break this high because this high was at a level of resistance. So we ended up going bearish, and I have a support zone marked out already. I mean, my supply zone marked out. So I'm waiting for my supply zone to tap and not be invalidated before I get into a position, because I have learned time and time again that I actually like, just because you see the market moving, that don't mean hop in, right? Now, some people might win that way, which get it how you live. Everyone is in this market to get some money. Like, y'all, I hate when they be like, oh, trading isn't about the money. And now that I'm further into my trading, like consistently, that is semi-true. Trading is not about the money. It's really true. They say it's 90% psychology, 10% strategy, or like your system and process that you use. But we all are in it because we want some money. Like, so I hate when people are like, oh, trading isn't about the money. Then what is it about? But yeah, so I digress. Like I said, I'm looking at MNQ. We're on our 5 minute chart. I trade supply and demand with ICC. Shout out Sai, shout out Camilla, and shout out this chart bay as well. I'm not gonna hold you. So yeah, those are the strategies that I use, and I use them together because we all know ICC is market structure and supply and demand is like just a strategy. But the way that I use it, and if I'm able to do it today, I will show you all, because I am sitting on my hands before I take a trade. But what I was going to say is I use ICC and supply and demand together. And so for me, you know, with supply and demand, you have your breakup structure, tapping back into your zone. And then once you're tapped into the zone, you are taking the trade. So like right now, we are tapped into the zone. But if the zone gets invalidated, I am not taking that. So yeah, especially because news come out in 5 minutes, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I am in the East Coast. So that is the time zone that I am in and I utilize. Yeah, I think I am going to post this. This might be informational to some of y'all. I don't know. But right now, my zone is getting invalidated. We've reached the midpoint. We're rejecting off of the midpoint, though. So let me add that on. So y'all are like, how do you know this is the midpoint? Middle line, that's all you gotta do. Once you have your rectangle, your box, the middle line, that is your midpoint. I got that from RP. I'm not gonna hold you. Now I don't use his trading strategy. Only because I trade MNQ. He trades it on ES, and I don't really trade ES like that. Now, when I first began trading, I was the ES warrior. But I was never consistent with it. But back to what I was saying though, y'all, I get sidetracked because I like to talk a lot. So yeah. Supply, demand, and ICC. So with me, supply and demand, you have your break of the structure, you're tapping back into your zone, and then you're continuing to move to whichever way you're going, right? ICC, you have your indication, you have your correction, and you have your continuation. So for me, break of the structure is your indication. Your tap back into your zone, that is your correction. Then continuation is continuation either way if you are using supply and demand or ICC. So that's just how I like to use both at the same time. Yeah. So we have 2 minutes before news come out. Well, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. And we're just going to see what this candle do. Like I said, I'm sitting on my hands. This is my... We're not even going to talk about the number of combines I've had right now. Just know there has been a lot of combines. There's been 2 combines passed. And on that 5th and final day, about to get my payout, blown. Okay? So, yeah. Our supply zone is about to be invalidated for sure, but then we're also going to reach that resistance zone I was telling you guys. But yeah, so I've really changed my trading honestly this month, I'm going to say, because all January I was a loser. I was losing every trade, I was blowing every account, and after my last blown account, I'm like, something has to change. I have to do something. So we are now here where have learned to sit on my hands. And with that, so I've had this combine since, I'll show you guys. I've had this combine since February 5th, and it's the 10th. So for 5 days, well, 1, 2, 3 trading days, if you will. So this is the 4th trading day, and I use TopStep. We all have our opinions on TopStep, but at the moment, they're back on their grind right now. So, yeah. So, Thursday, as you can see, guys, I took 3 trades and I made $873.56. And on TopStep, the most amount of money you can make during your combine phase is $1,500. So, in these 3 trades, 2 of them had the same entry point. Oh yeah, then I re-entered because I'm like, I'm going to scale in. So yeah, they had the same entry point, 2 of them, and everything had the same. 2 of my trades had the same exit point. 1 had, and 3 of them had a different, because I used 5 contracts. Now, I know you're probably like, why do you use 5 contracts? Like I said, I trade MNQ, and 10 contracts is equivalent to 1 mini, which is just NQ, right? So for me to scale in, okay, so we are having a bearish candle in our zone. I'm still not ready to get in yet. But so I use MNQ, which 10 contracts is 1 NQ contract. And so for me to scale and take partial profits, I just rather trade with either 10 contracts or 5 contracts. Recently I just been doing 5 contracts because I want to keep my losses small in the event that I do lose. Right now I have 2 winning days, but I'm saying that with a grain of salt because that can change. Like literally, that's why I'm sitting on my hands. So if I get a bearish position outside of this support zone, I will take this trade. I'm going to probably do 5 contracts. Something is telling me to do 10 contracts, but I fear that the moment I put those 10 contracts on and I get in and then my trade goes against me, I've lost too much money. So that's too much loss. So yeah. We're just going to sit here and see what's going on. I'm currently drinking some water with lemon. I love water with lemon. I've really come up with the routine for my trading days. So during my losing season, I would literally wake up at like 9:15, 9:20, roll over in the bed, prop my iPad up and like, oh, I'm ready to trade. And you cannot do that. Would I show up to work like that? Now, I did actually. Like, I will literally wake up like maybe 10 minutes before a meeting because I used to work from home, and I would literally just get on a meeting. But that's neither here or there. Probably going to cut that out. But yeah, you wouldn't show up to work like that. Like, you would not just get up right before you need to go to work and just not do nothing, not even wash your face, not brush your teeth, not do none of that. So I have to treat trading within the same way. So this month I've implemented, I will literally get up at like 8:30 in the morning, wash my face, brush my teeth, look at my charts, and I'm sitting down. I'm not laying down in the bed no more. I'm going to come to my counter, and I am going to be very cognizant and it's another word I want to say, but I can't think right now. But yeah, we're just going to go with that. So yeah, intentional. We're going to be intentional on what I do with my trading. So news is coming out. I don't think news is affecting. I want to clip my microphone on, but I don't want my little puffball to fall. My puffball fell. I think like when I got it and I first put the puffball in, I think it like broke because I was too excited when I got this camera. Why was I trying to show y'all the camera as if I'm not whatchamacallit? As if I'm not recording on it. So we just wait. When I wait, I be on Instagram and stuff. I never met a sweet, sweet girl like you. What she tell you? No sweetness. That's your weakness. What was I about to do? I just don't know. Bro, if I actually post this, I would be very surprised. But, like, at the same time, who cares? Post the content, you know? I never met a sweet, sweet girl like you. Yeah, my supply zone is getting very much so invalidated. Like, I need a bullish candle closure to come out of it before I feel good about taking it. So, while we're sitting here, let's just talk about a few of my favorite traders. We're not really going to get into my trading journey right now because I don't want to be up here on no bonnet talking about my trading journey. That'll be for another day. And the reason why I have on this bonnet is because we are actually doing inspections in our apartments. They're checking the HVAC units and something else. So I got my little robe on and I have my bonnet on because under here I actually have 2 pigtail braids because I cut my hair recently and my hair used to be really long. My hair used to be like, in 2022, it was like this long, like down from my mid arm. But I ended up cutting it recently, which I've cut it since then, and it hasn't been that long since 2022, and we're in 2026. I think before I cut my hair recently, the longest it was like about right here. But now it's like right here. So I really want my hair to grow back long. Okay, yeah, we've invalidated the mess out of my demand zone. And we've broke the high that I initially wanted us to break this morning. But now that means we broke the supply zone. So now that means we have a new demand zone, which is a very large demand zone. So I don't know what to do today, and I just don't want to hop into a trade just to hop into it. But we broke resistance. That's what I'm going to say. We broke resistance. So let's go on the 1 hour. Yeah, y'all see? we have this level of resistance up here. So that's what we just broke, but our supply zone is down here. Let's look at the 15 minute to see. Yeah, the supply zone on the 15 minute would be even larger. I mean, I keep saying supply, I'm now meaning demand. So just a little bit about some trading terminology for you guys. Support, that's your floor. Most of the time there are buyers at the level of support, but then once that support gets broken, it then turns into your resistance level. Whereas your resistant levels, that's most of the time where your sellers are, but once the buyers push through that, that is now your level of support. So it's supply and demand. Your demand zone is going to be your level where your buyers pushed out of. So that's why you want your correction to be back into that zone so you can get in at a better price, at a lower price. Whereas your supply zone, that is going to be the area where your sellers came out of. So then you want the buyers to take it back up there so you can get in at a higher price and take it down to that lower price. But this is not like a video where I'm a teacher and I'm going to teach you things or I'm going to teach you my strategy. This is literally a random video that I decided to record because I haven't recorded in a while, and I have this expensive tail camera that I need to put to use. So yeah. So we broke this level, this high, and we are waiting for us to correct down into my demand zone. Bullish markets are kind of difficult for me personally to trade. So yeah. You make me wanna throw my picture out the window. Tell MCI to cut the phone calls, break my lease so I can move. Cause you a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the call block. LAOL, make my email stop. You a bugaboo, you bugging what you bugging, who you bugging me. And y'all, I really wanna be in Trinidad. Like, there's no reason why I'm sitting here in America and there's literally carnival happening at Trinidad or in Trinidad. It's not hot that you be calling me, stressing me, paging my beat, but you're just non-stop. And it's not hot that you be leaving me messages every 10 minutes. Okay, so we are about to make our way down to our demand zone. Hopefully it reaches it, and hopefully it doesn't invalidate. And then you stopped by. When I first met you, you were cool, but it was game, you had me fooled. 20 minutes after I gave you my number, you already had my milk box. Oh yeah, this might be the move, y'all. Ooh. So what? You bought a pair of shoes, but now I guess you think I owe you. You have to call as much as you do. I give them back to the group with you. And so what? Mama likes you, like you. Now I guess you think I will too. Even if you don't say it like you do, I don't really care if you boo. I'll pick out the window. Hey. I to cut the phone post, break my lease so I can move. You a bugaboo, a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the call line. LAOL, make my email stop. So we are not getting that tap into our zone. Today's trading day is going to be kind of long. I guess we'll pause here. And yeah, we'll go from here. Okay, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all that if we break this new high that was made, that will give us a new, demand zone. But we would have to break this new high. So yeah, in our demand zone would be really large because our demand zone is going to be that blue bullish candle, which is gave us the high actually. So yeah, might have to do some tweaking, but yeah, but I'm hoping it comes back to our original demand zone before it breaks this high. That way we can take it back up to break the high. But yeah, we're really just ranging right now because I guess it was a little bit of consolidation yesterday, it looks like, on the 1 hour at least. But yeah, so we're still just sitting on our hands, and if we don't get a trade, we don't get a trade. I will say the structure that I do follow, I used to be in Doyle's Discord. So he would trade from 8:30 to 12, so I kind of adapted that. And after that, I do know now, like around 3 o'clock, 3 to 4, like the last hour, they call it power hour. So if I don't catch anything in that time from now to 12, I'm going to take me a little nap and then wake back up around 2:30 and get back on the charts and see if I can catch like the last closing moves. It's currently 10:24 right now. I've been up. My alarm clock rang at 8:30 and I have a horrible sleep schedule, so I went to sleep at like 6 something. Yeah, so I didn't really get up until 9:06. But once I got up, I've been up and I've been on it. Brushed my teeth, washed my face, made my water with my lemon. So yeah, we're just waiting for that.
You bugging what you bugging, who you bugging me? I ain't cool. It's not hot. Then when I'm blocking your phone number, you call me over your best friend's house. And it's not hot that I can't even go out with my girlfriends without you tracking me down. You need to chill out with that mess, cause you can't keep having me stressed. Cause every time my phone rings, it seems to be you, and I'm praying that it is someone else. So what? You bought a pair of shoes. Now I guess you think I owe you. Owe you.
Give us a new high. Give me a new demand zone. Give me a new demand zone. Y'all, really, like, I've learned a lot of patience within this trading thing. I've learned it's okay to not take trades. I've honestly gotten rid of this, oh, I need to pass my combine on a certain day mindset, because that was just adding a lot of pressure on myself, and then I would end up blowing an account. So I can do like a whole video on my trading journey, because I'm a beginner, yes, but I'm really not a beginner because I've been trading since 2020. For real. Like, when COVID happened, I started trading literally April 2020. And I remember that because the money I got for my birthday, I was going to use it to buy a computer. And instead of buying a computer, I bought into IM Academy. Yes, the pyramid scheme. So, yeah. But we're about to break this new high that we have at 447. So we have a new demand zone if we break this high. Yeah.
Now I guess you think I will too. Even if the folks say they like you too. I don't give a damn, cause you're a bugaboo. You ain't gonna let you out the window. Tell MC I cut the phone. Break my lease so I can move, cause you a bugaboo. A bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the hard. You bugging who? You bugging me, and don't you see it ain't cool.
Okay, y'all, so I'm hoping we get a tap into this demand zone. Let me go ahead and put my positions up here on how it would be if I got in aggressive, and with my stop loss. The stop loss is kind of huge, so I might not do the whole stop loss because it is 63.25 points with 5 contracts on MNQ. That is $632.50. My thing will liquidate at $500. That's just how much I'm comfortable losing in a trade. So yeah. Ow, I just hit my elbow. It's currently 10:57, so let's see if we get this tap. We are coming into a fair value gap though, and I usually don't trade fair value gaps because my demand zones or supply zones be right under it, and I don't want my fair value gap to be disrespected and come to the demand zone. So like I said, I just be patient and wait. But yeah, we did tap into the fair value gap. Y'all, this candle smells so good. And this heat feels so good. I'm cold. Yeah, we tapped into this fair value gap. I'm gonna mark it out for y'all so y'all can see. So this was the fair value gap that we tapped into, which is right above my demand zone. And I thought about, because I seen it, so I'm like, okay, this could be a potential entry. But like I said, I rather us wait to come back to the demand zone, although the demand zone is pretty large. So we'll see. I might have missed my entry. I might have not. We'll see. Yeah. And I'm gonna write it out for y'all so y'all can see. Text fair value gap. Let's change the color of this though. The outside. It really might be a no trade day for me, but like I don't really want to like miss a day of trading. But like I said, I'm not really putting pressure on myself to pass this combine within a certain time frame. As long as I pass within them 30 days, hey. And then TopStep done went up as well on their prices. $89 was already pushing it, but $109, I ain't doing that. I can't just spend money willy-nilly anymore on these combines, but yeah. All right, so we're coming back into this fair value gap. I don't know if I should take this buy off of it or just wait. Like, I'm not a fair value gap trader, so I think I'm just gonna wait. I really am not. Ooh, y'all, I'm sleepy though. But it's looking like I should get in. But I don't want to try nothing new. I don't want to deviate. I do want to try something new. So yes, let's put in the buy from this fair value gap on my old combine and let's see what happens. But let's see where my 1-to-1 will be. So far, it's looking like I should have taken that off the fair value gap, but so I have my one-to-one on my practice page. I said page on my practice account. With once my one-to-one is hit, I will sell 2 contracts because I'm in a buy position, and my stop loss is at the bottom of this fair value gap for $525. So that means my one-to-one will be $525 divided that, well, by 5 times 2. So my first take profit level is $210 off this fair value gap. But let's go back to my combine page and see if we're going to disrespect this fair value gap or continue to bounce off of it. We're going through it. Okay, we're inside it now. We're coming up out of it though. So on my practice account, we'll most definitely be in profit a little bit. I don't really trade fair value gaps, so that's why I didn't want to put it in on my combine, because yeah. But let's see how much we're up on our practice. $50, $60. That's not bad at all. I did miss my entry, but it's okay. Like, when I say I missed my entry, I'm just a few points off now. I'm not gonna, like, if it's too far away and the trade is just running, then that's a goner. But yeah, I personally, I don't know, I don't have that much experience with fair value gaps, so it's like, I gotta be careful, you know, especially when you don't have experience with something. That's why you paper trade it and get familiar with it. But yeah, I just like to keep trading simple to me. The simpler, the better for me. Like, I don't know what an SMT is, order blocks. I recently just learned what liquidity is, and yeah. So, and I recently just learned what a fair value gap is, because I see people talk about it, but I don't be knowing what it is. Oh, and imbalances. Like, I still don't know what an imbalance is, but yeah. So right now on my practice account, we are in profit. I think 145, 130, 135, 130, 125, 137, 50, 147, 50, 160, 165, 160, 155, 162, 50, 165, 160, 165, 162, 50. I'm weak. And my camera is about to die, but I have another battery. So, oh yeah, I have another battery. But yeah, if that trade wins on the fair value gap on my practice account, I'm not even gonna be upset. I'm gonna be like, okay, I can journal this, and yeah. But let me change the battery real quick. Boom. Okay, I'm back. So I was thinking while I was changing my camera, like, if the candle closes bullish, should I get in? Or should I not get in? I don't know. I'll probably wait. Because that would be chasing the trade, in all honesty. And I know it's like no difference than having a confirmation candle. But because of how large this candle is, low-key, yeah. But like, there's barely even a wick on this candle. So we could have some great bullish momentum coming in. But like I said, I don't really feel, I'm not in the mood to lose. I'm really not. Which I know losing comes with it, but I ain't in the mood for that. Got 30 seconds left on the clock. Market order. See, I'm glad I decided to jump in, but been in drawdown immediately. Now I would have been positive, which I know drawdown is normal. It's okay, but yeah. But I will say, as of right now, the fair value gap is being respected for sure. So that really would have been a good entry for real. Oh, we just tapped back into it, coming back out of it now. But the way that bearish candle went into it, but it's about to flip back bullish. We just wait. So I'm going to talk to y'all when I actually feel like I have an actual setup, okay? Because my camera is dying. I changed the battery, but the battery only got 50% on it. So, yeah. Because I'm not screen recording right now, I'm going to show y'all what the screen looks like. There we go. Hold on. Let's take this off. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. This is the demand zone. If I put back the fair value gap, this is the fair value gap that we were in. But I took that off because we're clearly disrespecting that, and I just want to see when we hit this demand zone. So we're almost there. The only thing is I don't want this demand zone to be invalidated either. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing on this video too, but I'm gonna try to get my videos out to y'all daily. That's the goal, because I've been wanting to get back in my content bag, and and like I said, at first I really didn't want to be in my bonnet, but this is how I am in my house. This is me. Like, I don't know. And this is technically not even my first video on my trading page. Let's see. Because I don't even really be on that page. I have 69 views and 2 comments on my trade breakdown from August 15th. Hey guys, it's Big Nice. Which this is literally the same video that's on my TikTok. We're about to get that tap into the zone. All right, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. The train is coming. I don't know if y'all can see this, but the train is coming. Do I want to take aggressive, break a candle, or conservative? We gonna see if we get that tap. It's really all about patience, and yeah, let's just see if we get this tap. It doesn't look like we're going to get the tap. Hopefully y'all can see that really good. But I think I figured out how to use the camera now. Y'all, what should I do? Break a candle? Aggressive, conservative. This demand zone is really large though. So we have not reached this demand zone, and just to let you all know, so you all can see, in case I didn't explain it in like one of the screen recorded things, this is my demand zone. Let me get my arrow. And like I said, I'm not a teacher. This is just how I like to trade. So yeah, take everything with a grain of salt, please. So this is my demand zone, right? This is my demand zone because up here, this was my most recent high. All right, my most recent high. I was waiting for a price to break above it, in which it did. but it also had broke this low, but we had invalidated that supply zone earlier. So then once we ended up breaking this high, right, which came from these two candles right here. Let me draw a circle around it so y'all can see. Came from these two candles right here. That is your indication as well, because remember, I like to trade ICC, supply and demand. So we broke this most recent high, indication. We are waiting for our correction, which is all of this down to this demand zone. Now in ICC though, sometimes, you know, you're not going to get that correction to finish all the way to your demand zone, which is fine. That's okay. Some people, if you're experienced enough, they can kind of figure out when the correction is over. I'm not going to get into that right now because I don't think I'm at that level, but I digress. The reason why this is my demand zone is because this blue bullish candle, which on your chart may be red, this is what gave us our momentum outside to push up to make this indication. So this is why this is my demand zone, and this is why I want price to come back into here, because once price comes back into here, I'll get in and I can take it up for my 1-to-1, my 2-to-1, my 3-to-1. So that's my explanation. Still waiting for that to happen. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the camera though and just continue to be patient. I'll give it to like, I don't know, I'll give it to like 12:30, because I don't know, I want to say 1 o'clock, because sometimes I've noticed like around 12:30 there's like some volume, but we're gonna see. And I also want to take a nap like I told y'all, so it's either gonna be a no trade day or we're gonna catch the last hour. But like, I know myself and I know how sleepy I am, because hold on, let me flip the camera. Okay, so also my camera is off. I mean, not my camera, my mic is dead. But what I was saying was, I'm really sleepy. I don't have a great sleep schedule, so yeah, that's that. I don't have a great sleep schedule. I went to sleep around 6 o'clock in the morning. Got up at 9:06. Been up since. So yeah. But we're waiting patiently, okay, guys? You don't want to chase trades. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let's come back.
Realize I don't want you. Stressing me out doing what you do. Oh yeah. Regret the day that I met you.
It's 11:57. We're gonna see. It's just patiently waiting. But yeah, I'll update y'all. Okay, y'all. So we just gotta tap into the zone. I don't know if I want to take a break of the candle or aggressive. And it's 12:01, by the way. So we're further into the zone. I don't like that at all, especially because I'm looking for buys, mind you. Bro, if we disrespect this demand zone, I'm gonna be mad. Let me start screen recording. And to me, an invalidation of this zone is when it's just coming into it too fast, in all honesty. And in all honesty, to me, if that midpoint gets disrespected, more so than likely, you know that that zone will be invalidated. So yeah. So we just wait now. We're patient. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Well, 25 really. Before this candle closes, and if it closes outside of the zone, that's good. If it closes inside the zone, that is not good. So we're gonna wait now. Let's see. 1 minute.
We've been done long before it all begun. Still can't give it up. Lead me on, but leave before the morning.
We closed outside of the zone, but we still kind of being blue. Now it's pink.
Even though it's what we want, can't keep it up. But I just don't.
Once it passed the body of this candle, I'm getting in. And it's done that. I'm gonna draw down just a little bit, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna put my stop loss at the midpoint, and my 1-to-1 is going to be 44 points, and we're gonna sell 2 contracts there. But we're up $47 right now. Limit, minus, paste. And we're gonna sell 2 contracts there. So we're gonna see $452. So I'm risking $452. So because I didn't want to put the whole demand zone as my stop loss, so I just did the midpoint.
I wanna leave you, might just go with the reasons why people can't make it. And secret, both gotta keep it honest, that's just a game, you know, people.
So we're gonna wait. So far so good though. I'm gonna put the screen recording in so y'all can see. And as soon as TP2 gets hit, you bring your stop loss into profit, so that it is a risk-free trade. So while this is working its way up, let's go ahead and try to find our TP2. It's right here, and we're going to sell 1 contract here, or we're going to sell just 2 more contracts here at our TP2. Have my TP1 and my TP2 set.
For tonight I'm yours, so tonight the truth, or maybe I
haven't posted on my TikTok page in a few days, so we're gonna get this content in by any means. Oh, you can't do a boomerang on TikTok.
Cause all I wanna do is lie with you, even though it's wrong to lie with you. We've become numb to what we know is wrong. No one knows but us.
few points away from reaching TP1.
Every single time we grind, even though it's what we want.
3 minutes into the candle close. I sat on my hands, y'all. I really did. And I was patient, y'all. This is like a new era of trading for me. Y'all don't understand. And I'm glad I was patient. And I'm glad I didn't take that fair value gap trade on my actual combine account, because I most definitely would have got stopped out today. I think on that account, let's look, I lost $520, and I took a trade at 9:30 and lost $320. But I don't even remember that trade. That was before I started vlogging. But yeah. Why is it not showing the chart? There we go. So
I can't keep these up, no. But I just don't wanna.
We just waiting now. I got my TP1 set, my TP2 set. Let's go ahead and set TP3. We're gonna do that on the 1 hour because I know I'm gonna have to go up higher. That's fine. We're just gonna move this one. There. Now we're gonna go back to our 5 minutes. So, and it'll change as the contract size change. Let's delete some of this stuff. I don't like a congested looking chart, but I had to map that out for you all. One thing I'm also trying to learn is how to hold my trades for real. So that's why I'm not trying to punk out and go ahead and sell. But I'll tell you what, if this candle closed blue, I would sell at least the 2 contracts that was almost about to be out anyways. But if it closed pink, I'm gonna let it do its thing. And my camera's about to die. I should have, if I was smart, I would have been charging my other thing. All right, y'all. All right, TP1 has been hit. We are now moving our stop loss into profit. And I always do it just enough where it accommodates for the fees. So TP1 has been hit. We made $173.41. Oh, I forgot to mark out where TP1 was, so when TP2 hit, I can put it there. But hey, TP1 been hit. Now we are on our way to TP2. And if TP3 get hit, well, I can't even calculate that for real right now because contracts, but we are on our way to TP2. I love a positive day. Like when I tell y'all, ever since this month started and I've implemented this new trading where I have my contract size, I'm sit on my hands, I'm patient, like I'm not rushing into trades, I'm not FOMOing into trades. I haven't had a red day yet, knock on wood. Not to get too cocky or like um overzealous. Is that the word I want to say? Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, like I don't want to be overzealous. So we just, because there are gonna be days you lose. But y'all, when I tell y'all in January, I was losing after losing after losing after losing, loss after loss after loss after loss. Like it literally became irritating for real. So yeah. And honestly, so right now I do have my stop loss low key in profit, but as y'all, I'm still screen recording, so I'm gonna move it honestly underneath this pink candle, just that way we can collect as much profit as we can. But I wanted to get the TP2. Like when I say I'm taking my time with this account, I'm taking my time. I'm really glad I was patient, because if y'all know me, y'all will know I really don't have patience. But when it comes to certain things, I actually do have patience. Now, when it comes to people's like ignorance and stuff like that, then I don't have the patience. But like stuff like this, I've learned to have patience. What else? What else do I have patience with? I don't have patience driving, for sure. I don't know. I kind of am patient and impatient at the same time. I've worked on my patience a lot, actually.
You might just know the reasons why people can't make it. And secrets, both gotta keep it honest. That's just a game we know. People can't play. For tonight, I'm yours. So tonight, or stay behind closed doors.
If my stop loss get hit, my profit for the day would be $289.69, and it look like it's gonna get hit. Maybe I should have just kept it at break even to give it some room to go to TP2. Got 3 minutes on this candle. It's 12:36 p.m. Are we gonna watch the whole trade? I don't know. It's 12% on this camera, so actually we're not gonna watch the whole trade. Well, y'all are not, at least. And I'm going to stop this part of the vlog. And then, like I said, today I want to go get some groceries. I need to figure out the groceries that I need. I don't know. I'll probably get like some water, some Coke. I really don't know what I want. Some ice cream, because I love ice cream, so I always gotta have some ice cream. Ew, excuse me. Maybe that's it. And then I need to think like food wise, like just little meals to cook. I always gotta have some ground turkey or beef, whatever you use. But yeah, I just gotta always keep that in there. I got 1 pound left too, so. But I'm trying to think. I don't know what I want. We'll figure it out when I go to the grocery store. Yeah. So I will see y'all later on when I wake up from my nap and everything, and I will let y'all know how the trade goes.
Cause all I wanna do is with you. For tonight, I'm yours. So tonight,
Okay, I wanted to show y'all my stop loss literally got edged, and I'm so grateful that it didn't close the trade, because we still need to make our way to TP2. Like, let's get there. And I know you're probably like, what is this line right here? This line is my TP1 line. So once TP2 gets hit, if it does, I will know where to move my stop loss to. But let's just see. We might be done for today. Let's see. We might be done for today. It keeps getting edged. We're done for the day. All right. So our profit for the day is, if it'll focus. Why is it not focusing? Hold on, guys. It's not focusing. It's $307.30. So our account is at 51,550.16. Not mad at it. I think the highest I seen was like 51.7 something. But yeah, there we go. So I am about to take a nap before we get ready for the day. It is currently 1:12. So I'm not mad at that at all. We've made $300 today. Could I made more? Of course, but I'm not being greedy. I'm sticking to my systems and my process, and we're being disciplined. So we are basically $14.50 away from passing this combine. $14.49.84. So really, if push came to shove, tomorrow I would pass this combine. Now that I put it in hindsight like that, like that's actually crazy to me. But yeah, am I gonna up my lot size then? My contract size? Probably not. I don't know. I just feel most comfortable with 5 contracts because I'm not trying to risk a lot. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for today. Another W trade of the week, day 2. I literally I sat on my hands. I got my bullish indication. I got my correction into my demand zone, and I took my 1-to-1. And after that, I know I moved my stop loss. It wasn't into 1-to-1. It was like half of that. So yeah, and that's that. I'm about to take me a little nap real quick. Probably get up around, I don't know. Part of me is like, I might as well get dressed and stuff, but I need to let my stuff charge before I leave. Like even my phone is about to die. Everything is about to die. My iPad's on 24%. So I'm gonna be a lazy bum and take me a nap. And then once we get up, we'll go to the grocery store and to Walmart to get another tripod finally. So yeah. Okay, y'all. So it's like, what time is it? It's 6:56, and I'm about to head out and run these errands that I told y'all about earlier. But I got a HelloFresh box because my mom had like a free box, so she said I should get it. And so I ordered some things. Oh, my microphone's not on. There we go. So I ordered some things off of HelloFresh, and I wanted to unbox that all today. Well, right now. So it comes with a few cards. This, how to cook the food. It came with a cooking spoon, some more menu recipes, the free box things that she ended up giving me. So hopefully I can just rinse, repeat, recycle, and some more stuff. And then the food is in this box over here. An ice pack. I had got a Factor box not too long ago, and so I already have an ice pack. I have a few of them, but let's see. So this one is the sweet soy honey chicken. It's ground turkey and shrimp. I wonder, do I put this in the freezer or the fridge? This one is the spicy Brazilian style coconut chicken stew. So it has all the ingredients in here for that. Then we have the spicy Peruvian chicken with ranch steak. We have another ice thing. And then at the bottom of it, we have dark meat chicken, chopped chicken breast, and a chicken cutlet. So that's everything that's in the box. I'm not gonna open the bags because I just am not finna cook none of this today, actually, because I still have leftovers from Carolina Ale House and So Hot when I went to So Hot in Carolina Ale House yesterday. So I'm gonna put the meat for sure in the freezer, but this, I don't know. Recycle. I don't know. I want to put this in the freezer. I mean, refrigerator, and then the meat is just going to go in the freezer. So, should I save these ice packs? I already have one. I might as well. You never know when you're going to need an ice pack, in all honesty. So. This can come out. Baby, just relax and give me inch by inch. I should be good on water. We might not get no more water. But yeah, so that's everything. Now let's get ready to go. Okay, y'all, so I made it to Walmart. I was gonna go to Food Lion after this to go get some groceries for like my house, but I'm really not pressed because I was really just gonna get like some drinks and some lemons. And then my mom called me and she's cooking dinner tonight, so I'm gonna go to her house once I leave from here. So I'm about to get these SD cards, try to find a, a tripod, and yeah, that'll conclude the vlog for today, actually. So yeah. Okay, y'all, here are the tripods, but I don't feel like spending $25 on a tripod, or most definitely not almost no $40. So let's see, that's $30. How long does this go to? Is that inches? 7 inches? Okay. I most definitely want an SD card. These on ones, I don't mind either. 64 plus 64, that's 128 basically. Oh, you gotta get somebody to get it for you. But this one's, yeah, we're gonna get this one because it's 264 gigs, which is 128 for $13 instead of paying $15 for it. What's this one? 256, yeah. So hopefully. So that's the SD card I'm gonna get, but I really want a tripod because I don't want to take my projector off the tripod I have now, but that's a good tripod I have. Okay, I think we're just gonna get the SD card. So let's go ask somebody if we can get the SD card. Excuse me, sir. May I please get an SD card, please? I would like to get this one. Thank you. All right, so that's everything. Am I able to check out back here? Thank you. This is everything I'm getting, just this. And I got some tampons, but I didn't think y'all want to know that, so. Oops.
But I still get the message. Instead of a line, it's 3 dots, but I can connect them.
Thank you, you as well.
If it ain't right, babe, you know I respect it. If you need time.
All right, y'all. That is everything. I wish I knew I was going to my mama's house, because I would most definitely have grabbed my iPad. I still might go back home because she said it's not ready yet anyways. So I'm gonna go back home and grab my iPad and my heating pad. And yeah, but y'all, look at this mirror. This is really cute. I still need to finish decorating my apartment. I literally just moved in there not too long ago. So yeah, I moved in there at the end of December, and I most definitely want these mirrors because like my house main theme is like black. I like black. So I would like put these like at the front door, so you know I can do my final look on how I look when I'm done. So yeah. But y'all, I am about to, like I said, go back home, get my heating pad and my iPad, and I'm going to my mom's house. So this will conclude the vlog, the little trade-in day in the life vlog. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned. I'm gonna try to be consistent because y'all know I'm not consistent for real, not with this content thing, because it'd be the editing for me. But yeah, so I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. We'll see.